So, hi, you guys. I wanted to talk about two things today. The first thing is that my Insta scammer number two has been back. It's just the truth. It's so funny. So, and I've gotten a little bit more streetwise. I mean, it's just so it's but I guess that I just need to be really, really careful with Instagram because, what I had said in a previous video, I think it might be true that somebody just, this is what they do. They look at your comments and then they IM you and ask to send you a message. And the issue that I'm having, and it's not even as much an issue now, is being able to tell the truth from a scam because, like I had said before, it's very tricky because it is my belief that I could indeed have this person in my physicality in one way or another. But I am in me on Instagram is not my physicality. But this guy actually has gotten with me for a second time in about the last 10 days. And it could be somebody else. But they kind of did the same thing. How old are you? They ask how old I am, if I'm married or single, if I have children. What is your occupation? So I just think it's so interesting, and I'll toy around with them. I'm having fun with it and toying around with them for a percentage of time, and then I just, I blocked this guy. Anyway, I wrote about this a little bit in my book because, what cracks me up is that they seem to think that I'm really, really, really love starved. Oh, well, I love you. Really? You love me? Really? Sight unseen, huh? You love me. Anyway, that's beside the point. So, my second thing was something that I have been finding very interesting. So, yesterday, I was listening to another one of my YouTubes. I don't know how to say his name. I believe it's David Icke. And I had talked about him like a little bit in previous videos, but I didn't really get into a lot of detail. He is a really, really, really interesting person. I find his YouTube's incredibly interesting. But I was listening yesterday to where he was talking about this idea of artificial intelligence and them putting microchips into us and all kinds of these ideas, which I'm not even saying that they're not true, but he used the term superhuman, which I thought was so interesting. I thought that it was so interesting, this idea of like the superhuman, because I do think that we are moving into a time of being a different type of human on the planet. I really, really believe that. And I've alluded to this in all kinds of my videos, like having to do with us being able to heal, our bodies being able to heal, the aging process really being different, like aging differently, actually being able to live the life of our dreams. But one of the things that really stuck out to me was the idea, the word artificial intelligence, even as it is. And so what I wanted to assert or put out there as just as an idea is that we, again, we are tapping into intelligence like this way, not necessarily always in a computer. like, and in fact, I would tell you, yes, I Google about every day. I have to Google something. I'm a really, really horrible speller. I'm just going to say, I have to get spelling words about 5 a day. I ideas, okay, how do I fix this? I'm in a bind. How do I do this? I Google it and bam, there it is. But this isn't what I'm talking about. What I've talked about in previous videos has to do with tapping into this like field. It's like this field of like, I don't know, it's like strangely nothing and everything all at once. And the ideas just sort of come. They just come. They just come to me. They just come to me. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes it's like in my head. Sometimes it's something that I read, something that I see. But I could sort of see what he was talking about if I was always consistently getting it from the computer. And like, sometimes I've shared like these synchronicities with my friends. I've shared with them, and they're like, well, somebody's just toying with you on the computer. But it's not. It's not. And I actually have like so much evidence of that. It's not just always on the computer. Like, a lot of times it's when I'm not on the computer, when I'm not anywhere near a computer, that something happens that is just wild. Like I had told you like not that long ago about how I was sitting and I was thinking about this particular person, and I had done this YouTube, and I had talked the lyrics from this certain song, and then that certain song came on the radio. It came on the radio at the restaurant. It didn't come on my phone. It came on the radio. I mean, so many of these things that are just too far out that they can't. They're just so crazy, cool, and wonderful. And miraculous. I mean, they're miraculous. So one of the things that I've been over the last couple days, my schedule has really changed. And so I've been a little bit out of sorts and trying to figure this out, like finding time to write, finding time to do my YouTubes, even finding time to actually spend time actually thinking, about these ideas. And even in that, I just lost my train of thought. I don't know if I'm going to get it back. I can't remember what I was saying. Anyway, I can't remember, so I'll come back. I just wanted to throw that out there, that there is this, undoubtedly, there is this intelligence that we tap into, and a consciousness, a intelligence, and talking to people about, like this, getting in line with that intelligence, and it just flows. It just flows. It flows through all kinds of different avenues, different thoughts, different things, birds, symbols, hearts, just all kinds of beautiful, beautiful messages. Anyway, love you guys. I'll be back.